fucked up and forgot to switch the audio. Ow. I knew I was forgetting something. That's what I get for being dumb.
So what? It was playing on the stream. I heard it, but was that just blasting in your ears?
Yes.
Well,
Alright, let's try this again with less deafening the audio engineer. Alright, we begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
all right. Welcome to the Fragments Silicon Reviews. Yes, for those who might be tuning in right now, we are aware that this is going out exceedingly late. But you're probably going to be listening to one of the recorded versions, so it may not matter. But it's like just sometimes Petty Fan has problems with his tournaments. But be that as it may, we have 4 games up this week. The first of which is Mixolumia. I believe that is how that's pronounced. It's not necessarily a word unto itself, but it is a combination of a couple words here, and I don't see how that would be pronounced any other way. Anyway, so Mixolumia is a rarity on this program, as it is a falling block puzzle game. I think the last one we might have reviewed was the Tetris Effect Connected.
I think so.
There might have been something after that, but once again, it's not a genre that we see very often on this program, which is kind of a shame because I generally like those games. But and Mixolumia is interesting in that it brings freshness to the genre, which is not the easiest thing to do. And that's actually more in its mechanics than its aesthetics, because one of the selling points here is it's a musical arcade puzzle game, as in it does maybe not as integrated as the Tetris Effect or Luminous, but it still integrates the music and into everything. I think the downside is there's only 4 or 5 tracks, so it's apparently you can build your own music and import it into this using Steam Workshop, but still the basic soundtrack is even for an indie title a bit lacking. I'm going to guess it's down to the whole song. The song is not just playing in the background or anything. The sound effects is the key here. They harmonize with the music, and I'm betting that's why there's only 5 tracks. It's 4 in most selections, but in the rush mode there is a specific rush track that doesn't show up anywhere else. But like I said, I've seen this kind of, not necessarily gimmickry, but this kind of integration, most notably with games that are produced by, at one point, Q Entertainment, now Enhance. So that is less unique than the falling blocks themselves. I'm not, and I can't say that there isn't another game out there that didn't do this particular thing, but this is the first time I've encountered this whole diamond perspective. You've got this hex. Instead of aping, say, Tetris or Puyo Puyo, or being completely vertical, the well is tilted, at a 45-degree angle here. So it looks kind of like a cube descending, and that has the not necessarily side effect, that has the effect of tilting everything to diagonals. Everything's on the diagonals, and the blocks are squares, 4 apiece, and the thing and the other thing to keep in mind is everything slides. So when you put a block down, like if there's a space, it will drop. Like there's actual gravity here. And as far as clearing blocks, well, it's fairly standard there. You match up 3 colors, or you get a square of a color. That's it. And yeah, that's it in terms of like clearing blocks. And this is very much Columns, Puyo Puyo style of puzzling, if you will. That is, your main goal is to be setting up combos. And the thing that really didn't click with me is, well, the whole diagonal sliding. It's, once again, it's unique. I just found it to be a bit too convoluted at the base to really make for effective puzzling. Like, it's like, I won't lie, like every game I would at least get like 3 or 4 combo, but that was definitely by accident. It's like planning in this game is very difficult, even more so than your average falling block puzzle game. And there's also no gimmicks in terms of clearing blocks. There's no power-ups, there's no power downs. There's no multiplayer in this game, so you don't have to, you're not competing and you're not dealing with garbage blocks. And I'll say it right now, the lack of multiplayer is the game's biggest failing. I'm not sure why it doesn't have multiplayer, but you're a falling block puzzle game.
Not even really versus the another computer thing. So there's never trash blocks.
Nope, there is no versus mode at all. Like I said,
just puzzle mode basically.
Thereabouts.
Or puzzle and endless.
Well, okay. There's marathon, which is get clear 450 blocks. You've got endless, which is you play until the board fills up, and like your goal there in terms of achievements is to last as long as you can, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, etc., etc., etc. And it does do the Tetris thing of the longer you play, the more things speed up.
Mm-hmm.
You got Rush. I mentioned this before. That is, you play for 2 minutes, and only 2 minutes. Intent is clear 450 blocks, but at maximum speed. And you have relaxed or Zen mode. You just drop the blocks and zone out. There's no failure, there's no score, there's nothing there. That's your relaxing option, because
So there's not even an actual puzzle mode.
No, there's no Tetris type B here. Like I said, and yeah, that's definitely the game's biggest failing. Like, now that kind of puzzle mode might have been too hard to set up with the core set of mechanics here, but I am absolutely not sure why there is no versus mode. There's no multiplayer mode.
Or even single player versus computer.
Yes, like I like that's the kind of thing we'd have to ask the dev, and that is definitely a thing I would ask the dev, because, like I said, I cannot remember the last time I saw a falling block puzzle game that didn't have a fucking versus mode. I mean, do I have to go all the way back to like NES Tetris, or like one of the fucking PC Tetris variants, something like that?
Probably
Do I
the
have to go,
original Tetris.
yeah,
I guess pre-DOS version.
or like one of the Tetris spin-offs, like Weltris or
Hmm.
something like that. Like I said, and the mechanics seem like they would be fairly set up for such play, but I don't know enough about the developers' intentions to state definitively. But that's definitely a limiter of appeal here. So, and in terms of factoring price, well, it clocks in at $9.99 normally. This is being recorded over the Steam summer sale, so it is half off at $4.99. $5 I could definitely recommend. $10 is definitely harder, given that I didn't find this puzzle game to be, out of the box addictive like Tetris or even Columns. Like it's definitely filling a niche, but niche that be like, and just the lack of multiplayer modes, it really does limit this in ways that I just haven't seen in a very long time. Anyway, still a solid puzzle game. Just, don't expect the second coming of 90s puzzle games. Like, and yeah, I think that's about all I have on Mixolumina here. Be sure to tune in after the break, as Petty Fan will be reviewing Farm Mystery, The Happy Orchard Nightmare, or just Farm Mystery,